Artificial intelligence is changing the way Saint Lucians work even faster than the internet did, and the United Workers' Party is promising to make Saint Lucian youth part of that future.
The world has gone through a revolution where AI has made it so easy for each and every one of us to make $1 million faster than anybody else in history.
The $1 million promise to each young Saint Lucian is that the UWP government will establish a digital academy that will give them the 21st century skills to become magical millionaires. However, Saint Lucia's most famous 21st century entrepreneur has a different opinion.
What has happened is everybody went to computer and office work. And I have said it over and over again that the concentration needs to be on skills trading and development of skills.
For decades, maybe centuries, people have sought out training to qualify them for desk jobs and the status they bring. However, artificial intelligence is set to make many of those jobs so easy they become redundant. The IMF predicts that 60% of jobs globally could be affected by AI, and the McKinsey Global Institute predicts that up to 14% of workers may be forced to change their occupations. But as people rush to update their AI skills to save their livelihoods, another category of workers will be in short supply, raising the demand for them and the prices they can command.
We're going to see plumbers, electricians, tradesmen bringing in a lot more income than office people. So it's going to be a major change. It's something that I have said over and over, but nobody seems to have seen what I see.
The peer administration, in its efforts to bring down unemployment as well as train young people for the needs of a growing economy, has established technical and vocational education and training schools around the island. Whether or not they were intentionally preparing Saint Lucian youth to exploit the labor shortages triggered by the rush toward artificial intelligence, the result is that every year these TVET colleges will give hundreds of young people the skills the world needs most, while everyone else is scrambling to get a piece of the AI pie. Ironically, the previous Alan Chasney administration had an opportunity to do just that.
I had written a document and sent it to the then Prime Minister Alan Chasney to let him know that instead of giving people monies for nothing, why don't you send them and propagate plants? Give the plants for free and let them go and plant. They don't have to do it commercially, but at least if somebody planted a breadfruit, we would get breadfruit somewhere. But nobody saw the value in what I was saying.
Gajada knows it is not a question of AI versus skills training. Small states like Saint Lucia must prepare their people for every eventuality that they can afford. While TVET schools train students in practical skills like plumbing and auto mechanics, the National Skills Development Center and the more traditional schools are beefing up their digital training programs. As he prepares to complete the Vieux-Sikri Road and move on to the Julian R. Hunt Highway, however, Rayneau notes that reliable, skilled workers and tradesmen are in short supply. It's a fact that everyone from small businesses to homeowners already know. It's just that not everyone has the option to outsource professional tradesmen.
I have had no choice when we got the St. Jude's Hospital. I had absolutely no choice but to bring in foreigners at a high cost. No, we had no choice because it is just not available in St. Lucia. Now, not that they aren't St. Lucians who can do the job, but they are spread thin all over the place and you cannot depend on them. For me to have gotten it done, I had to bring people in. The same goes for every other department of my business. My concrete plant, my asphalt plant, the block plant, the mechanics, the welders.
Gajada goes further than encouraging the youth to get skills training as AI takes over. He encourages employers to put competence and aptitude over certification.
We are shortchanging ourselves and we are demotivating the people who can do the work.
For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Sifflet.